Hi friends, I'm Laura, this is Baker Drinks. Today we're going to drink some Rocket Top Rye from Redwood Empire. So I have batch 1, 2, and 3 sitting next to me. I have enjoyed batch 1, but I haven't tried batch 2, and today we just got batch 3, so we're going to do a little comparison, see if they've improved on what they're doing, if they are getting closer to perfect, and let's just get into it. So first off, you gotta have a bottle pop. Okay. So Redwood Empire, if you don't know, is out of California, and the Bottled and Bond bottles, or the Rocket Top and the Grizzly Beast, are their own distillate where everything else is sourced. So it's very interesting. They're putting out good stuff, and each one of these batches has a different mash bill. So this one gets its name from, so you see that tree, it kind of looks like a bottle rocket. Well, that's because there's a tree in the Patriarch Forest in the Humboldt Redwoods State Park, and it's called Rocket Top. This is a 365-foot tree that everyone says looks like a bottle rocket. So that's where this picture comes from, or this drawing. They're big on reforestation. For every bottle that they sell, they plant a tree. They've planted plenty of trees from me. I'll keep supporting them. I'm gonna pour these other 2 bottles so that they can get some air as well while I'm reviewing batch 3, and then I'll do a quick review of batch 2. So they're all 5 years old. They just have different mash bills. So we will start with the newest batch. This one just came out. It is batch 3. It was distilled in spring 2018, bottled in June 2023. It was 63 barrels. And mash bill, 86% rye, 7% malted barley, 5% wheat, 2% corn. They are big on giving you the information that you want to see. So Bottled and Bond, it is 100 proof. So again, just like the Grizzly Beast, I'm not seeing, oh, we're getting a little bit of legs, but nothing crazy. More just like the little beads along where it stops. Not crazy dark, but a good color to it. You can tell it's got a couple years of age, so it's 5 years old. First thing on the nose, I know it's a rye. I can get those earthy notes. Spicy, a little bit of mint, but not overpowering. It's just, I love ryes. So when I get mint, that's right up my alley. But it's not overpowering. Oh, that was like spearmint. It's real sweet. So sweet and minty and refreshing, and it's just calling my name, saying, drink me, drink me. So I'm gonna listen to it. Cheers. Oh, that has a great mouthfeel. Wow. So it's got some fruitiness to it. I don't know that I can necessarily pick out what kind of fruit this note is, but it's like cooked, stewed with some spices, and like what you would think for like, if you had like a Christmas fruit pie or something like that. That's what I'm getting on the fruit here. It's not just like, it's not like the cherry or that kind of stuff, but like a cooked, spiced fruit. With some, hold on, I made popcorn for my daughter earlier, and I'm not smelling it in the house, but I did get like a little whiff of like a kettle corn or something, caramel corn maybe, just like a hint of it. Mostly it's that mint and spearmint, fruity, but let's go in for a second taste. Yeah, it's got a lot of spice, a lot of rye flavor, which I enjoy. I think it's great. Great 100 proof. It's not, some of those like cask strength ryes can be overwhelming, which I enjoy, but I know that not everyone would enjoy that. This is not the case. It's 100 proof, so it's got that rye flavor, but it's not like you're chewing on a tree or something. This is very good. I enjoy this. I would not recommend it to someone that doesn't like rye though, because you know you're drinking a rye. The flavor is definitely there. It tastes fantastic though. So if you like rye, you'd probably like this one. Let's get to batch 2. Let's give it its good chance here. I'm not getting, there's definitely a more rye bread note on that one. Okay, so let's see the difference in the mash bill. So this batch 2, 87% rye, 5% wheat, 5% malted barley, and 3% corn. So it has 1% more rye and same amount of wheat, 2% less malted barley, and 1% more corn. So I mean, it's not a crazy difference, but I'm not a distiller. I don't know how much those 1%, 2% really can play in, but I'm sure it does, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to pick up differences, right? Huh. This one, I feel like, is a lot more fruity on the nose and less of those rye, spearmint, herbal notes that I was getting on batch 3. So let's see if it's just, if it shows up on the palate, I guess. Oh, that one is very different. Does it have, so that's weird. I would have expected that it had more malted barley where it has less malted barley. There's a totally different flavor on this than what I was expecting. It's got like a lot of chocolate, coffee notes that a lot of times I pick up on stuff with like a high malted barley in them. So it's kind of confusing that has just a little bit, but I'm picking up so much notes of that. Batch 2 of that first sip, I enjoy it, but someone that doesn't like malt, probably not gonna enjoy that. Wow, that is crazy how different that is. My goodness. What the heck is going on? There's definitely some ryes where they malt the rye as well. And this doesn't say malted rye, but it makes me feel like maybe there's some kind of malted rye in there, because the barley isn't enough, I think, to give this much flavor. Oh, that's interesting. That makes me happy that they're that different, because it's like completely different bottles, batch to batch. Okay. Let's get into batch 1. See how it holds up versus these 2 completely different batches. See, and this one's just like sweet. I may not even know that it's a rye off the nose. Maybe if I really thought about it. So this one's 87% rye, 7% malted barley, and 6% wheat. So again, different. There's no corn in this one, which is funny that I straight out said this one smells really sweet, because normally corn gives it more sweetness. Who knows? Well, that's very, very soft in the mouth. Wow. All 3 of these bottles are completely different. This one is very soft. I feel like the flavors are very muted. If I were to guess, I would probably guess this is either a high rye bourbon or a barely legal rye. I know that's not the case because I just read the mash bill, but the flavors, I'm getting the spice from rye. I'm not getting any mint or herbs necessarily. It's sweet. It's like sweet and spicy. It's good. It doesn't have as much complexity to it as batch 2 and batch 3 do. I'm happy that I have all 3 of these, but they're completely different. So I like where they're going. I definitely support what they're doing. I like their bottles, and I like that they're planting more trees and bringing awareness to the beauty and on the West Coast, and these great, big, huge, beautiful trees in the redwood forest. And we will see you again soon. Cheers. Thanks for watching.